A lot of discussion on plastics. Let's talk a little bit about paper and paperboard. I'm Davinder Singh, Regional Manager, Central Region. I take care of sales and marketing activities in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. So I have been given a topic on innovation, sustainability, and packaging. It's a vast topic, and Chakrabarti sir say you have to finish in 10 to 15 minutes quickly. It's a vast topic. Still, I'll try to do justice to tell you guys that what we paper guys are doing, how the industry is doing. I'll try to cover what are how the industry has grown in sustainable packaging on paper side, plus the kind of barriers that has come up on paper boards and what ITC has to offer. So as you know that ITC is present in all the sectors, and I represent paperboard and the specialty division in ITC umbrella. It's a 8,000 crore revenue we gave to our conglomerate ITC. And we have 3 manufacturing facilities in India. The mother one is Bhadrachalam, which is the largest integrated pulp and paper facility in Telangana. So we produce paper from 40 GSM to 450 GSM in this location. We have another unit in Kovai, which is Coimbatore, which produce recycled board. And we have one unit in Tribeni, close to Calcutta, which produce specialized niche grades like decor laminates and pharma prints. So circularity at ITC, PSPD, everybody was talking about circularity, how we are doing. Wood is our prime source of raw material, and to get a dependency on, to secure a raw material, from last 20 years we have invested heavily in plantations. Last 20 years we have greened close to 1.3 million acres of land, and also generated 241 million paper days in last 20 years. So we take wood from our sources and then convert into paper and paperboard, which supplies to converters, goes to brand owners, and ends up with the consumers. Now, to complete the circularity which everybody was talking about, we taken an initiative in 2007 with a VOW, which is well-being out of waste. We invested in VOW and collected. We have opened 170 collection centers across South India. You will be surprised to know last year we have collected 67,000 tons of dry waste. So there is a famous saying that innovation and creativity, in the past there is a failure, then you come into innovation and creativity to innovate any product. Right from 1981, starting with the liner board with a recycled kind of a packaging for a fruit packaging kind of corrugated boxes, we have came to virgin board boxes which are aesthetically good and strength-wise far superior than the existing boards available in the market. So everybody was talking about plastic usage and waste generation. Packaging as such, what we see is that 40% of global plastic usage comes under packaging, and the waste generation also surprisingly is close to 60% is done through packaging. Now, if you take Indian context in this, like in 2011 and 2016, there was a plastic waste management rules that has come up in 2022. Eventually, government banned the single-use plastic. So, how our industry has evolved, in last 3 decades. Pre-2000s, our industry was mainly focusing only on, writing and printing aspects of the packaging. There was ideation which was going on since early 90s that how we can contribute in food packaging. And we came up with certain kind of papers which were available. Then from 2001 to 2020, there was a lot of activity that has happened on the baseboard side. You can see earlier, pre-2000, the market was totally on the recycled kind of board which was available in the market. In 1998, ITC came up with the first factory which produces virgin paper board. And now you can assume that in 2025 is roughly 1.7 million tons of market potential is there. So post 2021, we are working as an industry on how to give a barriers on paperboard, so that some kind of plastic can be removed from the market. So on barrier point of view, there is again a timeline which has happened. We started, there was a coating or a barrier called wax coating which was done on paper boards, mainly on the recycle board. You remember that there are French fries, there are burger boxes and sandwich boxes which were wax coated and then served in the market. Post that in early 2000, poly extrusion process came up. So this is a very reliable performance for the food packaging. But the only problem was it is non-compostable and it is difficult to recycle. The third phase came post 2015 when there were biopolymers like PLA and PBS came into picture. These were also equivalent to the service like PE-coated paper boards were providing, but the only problem was these boards were not scalable and not cost-effective. Just to give an idea, biopolymer boards were roughly 2 times the cost of what PE coating was giving. So now what is trending post 2021 is the aqueous-based coating boards available. The good thing about this is that they are compostable, they are easily recyclable and scalable. When we made paper boards, we see that there are 3 levels of requirements from the consumer side to us, which we see that a barrier will perform. One is the food contact safe, odor-free, oil grease resistant, gluing. This came with these kind of products as a level 1. We came up with the wrapping paper, we came up with the food trays. Second was like there was a requirement from the consumer that there has to be water resistance and heat sealing properties are required. So we came up with the cold food boxes, which we have a product named Indobar. And then heat sealing properties, we have a paper for tea getting served in or coffee getting served in paper cups. There's another requirement from paper, but which eventually is still in a prototype phase, which plastic, which difficult to replace plastic. There is the moisture resistance and the oxygen resistance properties, which is still in the prototype phase, and companies are working on that. So what we have to offer with ITC, we have products which are which we are doing our bit to replace plastic a bit. So we have a flagship series which was launched 4 years back, and depending upon the performance of the or application point of view, like Philo series we have launched. So Philo Bave, Serve, Pack, Tub and Bowl, depending upon whether it is used in beverage or for serving purpose or packaging or tubs or bowls. Another was Omega series that we launched 2015-16, that is on a PLA that I just mentioned, PLA kind of a board or PBS kind of a board. We also introduced sign-up board. We invested in our Hyderabad facility on a laminator to replace rigid plastic, especially at the point of purchase kind of advertisement where we see in modern outlets. Also in FMCG sector, we have given antifungal boards to replace plastic from a paper soap where it is polycoated. We provide special kind of coating so you can replace plastic. And some niche segments like lollipop sticks, paper straws, these kind of application. So I'll just get you through our product portfolio, what we have launched. So this is the Philo Bave. So earlier, if you go 15 years back before the plastic, this single-use plastic was banned, we see plastic cups and PE-coated paper cups. So now we have solution which is compostable and biodegradable. And you will be happy to know when you travel to Indigo, all the paper cups that, you get tea and water, that is on Philo Bave. Plus in Hyderabad, you are having tea in Nilofer, that is also on Philo Bave. Another product that we had is Philo Serve, which is replacing LDP-coated disposable and single-use plastics. So that is also recyclable, compostable, food-grade product available with us. And apart from that, we have Philo Pack for deep freeze application and food delivery. Annapurna Dosa in Coimbatore is totally shifted to Philo Pack. HUL has collaborated with us 6 years back and came up with all their ice cream of quality walls or bricks has been moved from poly-coated boards to Philo Pack, which is emulsion coated board. So another problem that we were facing earlier was that there was a seepage kind of a thing when you create a carton out of Philo Pack, and that has also we have developed a kind of a coating which for 24-hour test we have done with the Indian food habits, which is very oily. So there is no seepage. That has been done on Philo Pack. Another product we have launched was Philo Tub with the OGR resistance with a kit value of 12 with a resistance to oil. That is replacing ice cream tubs, the small tubs, and plus the popcorn tubs or chicken buckets that you see in the malls. So our proud customers include Polar Beer, Naturals, plus Cinepolis. They are using Philo Tub. Another product which, as you see that a lot of Zomato, Swiggy, there is a lot of growth, people ordering at home. Earlier it was the PP containers. So we have launched Philo Bowl a year back and is also getting traction. There is an ideal replacement for PP containers. This is our PBS series. Another is the sign up green that I just mentioned. Just to replace plastic, we have launched this rigid board, which have a more strength than the plastic board, at a point of purchase and can be advertised. Plus the paper for sticks, we have paper for straws, we have paper for earbuds, we have antifungal soap wrap and antifungal board, which is replacing, if you see the Dove soap along with Moti, that is on our antifungal board. So we have certifications, we are taking care of environment, like we have Indian Global Certification in CPAT, CPB, our products are FSC certified and FDA approved. Thanks, that's it. Thanks for my time.